Hi, my name is Sarah Papworth. I'm a Senior Lecturer in Conservation Biology at Royal Holloway, University of London. Today, I'd like to talk to you about why some animals receive conservation funding and media attention, but others go extinct and hardly anyone seems to notice. Between 2004 and 2014, the tiger was the most Googled animal and received $44.9 million in conservation aid. And it wasn't a close competition. The tiger received 3 times more money than the runner-up, the Asian elephant. In contrast, scientists monitoring the Christmas Island pipistrelle bat knew they were disappearing and even predicted their extinction, but the bat received almost no attention. The Australian government failed to act until just months before the last ever Christmas Island pipistrelle was heard, on the 26th of August, 2009. So why are there winners and losers like this in conservation? One theory suggests people are attracted to certain kinds of animals. Scientists have identified which features people are most attracted to. Large, furry, multicolored and warm-colored animals with forward-facing eyes, just like the tiger. If this theory is correct, and we want to raise money for conservation, we should focus on animals which have these features. But this approach leaves some animals neglected and suggests unattractive species have no hope of gaining conservation attention. Yet animals which don't have these features do gain attention. One example is the Mary River turtle. In April 2018, there were numerous news articles about this punk turtle due to the hair-like algae growths on their heads. The Mary River turtle became a viral sensation, and a punk concert for the punk turtle raised more than 15,000 Australian dollars. This leads to another theory, which suggests that animals are popular because of the stories people tell about them. It's hard to test these two theories with real animals, because it's difficult to measure exactly how much people already know about real animals. This problem is solved with imaginary animals. Because they're made up, people can't have any existing knowledge about them. So we can vary their appearance and test whether people have the same preferences for imaginary animals as they do for real animals. We asked an artist, Rory McCann, to create many different imaginary animals, carefully altering the features of the animals one by one. Here you can see 2 of these imaginary animals with contrasting features. We then presented people with choices between 2 imaginary animals and asked which they prefer to conserve. By comparing people's choices, we found that larger and more colourful animals and those which were cooler toned were most likely to be selected for conservation. In fact, multicoloured imaginary animals were 50% more likely to be selected than single-coloured imaginary animals. Tigers are both larger and more colourful than the Christmas Island pipistrelle bat, which perhaps explains why they receive more conservation attention. To test these findings with real animals, we used the results of our experiment to predict the popularity of the focal species of 9 conservation charities. We asked people to choose one of the charities to receive a small donation. Our predictions will be shown along the bottom of the graph, and how many people selected each charity will be shown on the left. As you can see, our predictions correlated with the number of donors. A tiger charity, Tigers Forever, was predicted to be the most preferred and was selected by the most donors. In contrast, the Bat Conservation Trust was predicted to be less preferred and was selected by only 16 people. These results suggest that animal appearance does influence preferences, and that selecting animals which people think are attractive is likely to increase donations for conservation. Specifically, larger, multicoloured and cool-toned animals like Grevy's zebra or the northern cassowary might be good choices to use in fundraising campaigns. However, this doesn't mean that we have disproved the second theory. Both appearance and information could influence choices, so all is not lost for animals like the shark bay mouse, which do not have these features. We're continuing to investigate the relative role of these two theories, so why not follow the Research Lab on Twitter, or check our website for updates so you can hear more.